Hello guys, how are we doing and welcome back to the channel. Season 3 came with a bunch of adjustments. There was nerfs here, buffs there, and I personally was struggling to find the right guns for me. If you're in that same position and you're still struggling, watch this video because it's going to be exactly for you. I have the top 5 meta classes you're going to want to use in MW3 ranked play to get to that next level in your gameplay. I hit Iridescent last season and I'm planning to hit it again with these exact class setups. So if you're like me, you want to get to the next level, make sure you follow these class setups because they do absolutely fry. Before we get into the guns themselves, I just want to give you guys a basis of what my class looks like. So I always rock obviously a stun grenade, a frag grenade if it's an AR, a Semtex if it's an SMG, trophy system as a field upgrade unless I'm running lightweight, which you're going to get into shortly, always quick grip gloves, and then EOD padding for ARs, tac mask, gear for my submachine gun classes, and then covert sneakers 99% of the time. Sometimes I like to have lightweight on if I don't feel like I'm going to be soundhoard, and if I do have lightweight on, it's with dead silence as a field upgrade. So let's get into what you're actually here for. Let's have a look at the class setup itself. The MCW is as follows. You've got the 16.5-inch MCW Cyclone long barrel, the Mark III reflector optic, which is personal choice realistically, but you don't want anything that increases the ADS time because that screws with it. You then have the RB Precision heavy stock for its aim and idle sway, and then the fire and aim stability pros, which just means that you're going to hit your shots exactly how you intend. You then have the L4R flash hider muzzle, which is really good at controlling your recoil. It's a little bit better than the billeted. If you're using the billeted and you're not sure how you're losing gunfights, it's because you're using the billeted. Trust me, I've made a move over to the L4R flash hider and I've noticed a world of difference, so try that out if you haven't already. We then finish it off with the DR6 handstop underbarrel for that extra added ADS time and strafe speed that you don't get with any other underbarrel quite like this. So that's my MCW class up. Give it a go if you're struggling with yours and let me know how you get on. We then take a look at the Renetti here, which is going to have a couple of attachments you probably don't see if you watch the pros because they're GA'd in the CDL. So we're starting off with the basics, the MLX short competition barrel, which just adds that little bit of mobility. You can move a little bit faster around the map with it. The EXF Eclipser rear grip, again for its mobility, aim, walking speed, and sprint to fire time. You then have the 24-round magazine so that you can definitely guarantee you're going to finish your kills. The Zem 35 compensated flash hider, which is the most vital attachment you can have on your Renetti. It's going to make you 2 bursts. It's almost 0 recoil with it, and you guarantee you're going to hit your shots with this. The only downside to this is that it looks ugly with it on, and as a result, you need to have the flash hider, the state reflector as its optic, just so that you can actually see over that massive thing at the end of your gun. My Rifle 9 class might look a little bit different to the people that you probably watch on Twitch because there is a nice secret attachment I like to have on here which others don't tend to use. So we've got the standard setup here with the muzzle, barrel, stock, and rear grip. We'll run through that very quickly. You've got the Purifier muzzle, the Rival C clear shot barrel, the MTZ Marauder stock, and the Rival Vice assault grip. The only thing I changed compared to what you see the pros running, or some of the pros running, or the guys you see on Twitch like Havoc and Octane, the Bruin Bastion angled grip underbarrel. This thing means that the first 10 bullets you shoot out of this gun virtually have no recoil. I see so many people comment on my Rifle 9 gameplay saying, "Blo, you have this. Where's the recoil? There's no recoil on my. There's recoil on my Rifle. Why is there not on yours?" And it's because of this attachment. If you're struggling with your Rifle 9, you want to make sure you hit more shots. Put this on. It adds a little bit of ADS time, but it's not noticeable whatsoever. And at the end of the day, you're going to be able to win gunfights against MCWs, especially considering since the update, you can kill faster with a Rifle 9 at long range. We then take a look at my close quarters MCW class setup here, which is what I tend to use on one map and one map only, and that is Rio. If smaller maps get added to the map pool, obviously I'm going to use this on more maps, but this is my Rio MCW class setup. It is exactly the same. It has the Cyclone barrel, the Mark III reflector optic, and the DR6 handstop. However, there's 2 changes in the rear grip. I have the Rapid Strike rear grip here instead of the claw, and that's because it's, adds a little bit of mobility, it's faster sprint out time and ADS speed. And then I also have the billeted brake muzzle for that extra ADS speed that you don't get when you use the L4R flash hider. We then have the go-to Swarm class setup here, which is absolutely unreal. I don't tend to use this unless someone else is using it because at the end of the day, it's not a great gun. It's probably going to G8 at some point soon. But on this, we have the WSP Reckless long barrel, the Mark III reflector optic, the 50-round mag. You can have the 100-round mag if you want to be that guy, but personally, I like to have a little bit more movement and ADS speed with the 50-round mag. The X10 Phantom 5 handstop underbarrel, just to give you that little bit more ADS speed as well as a little bit more gun kick control. And then finally, the Zem 35 compensator flash hider, which again, just makes it so much easier to control. But as I say, I'm not the sort of player to use this off the rip. If someone else is using it, I'm pulling it out because it's so hard to win a gunfight against it with a rival at close range. There's one last SMG class setup I want to show you guys here, and it's the new Striker 9. It's had a little bit of a buff in its sprint out time since Season 3, and this is the class setup I love to run if I'm getting a little bit bored with the rival 9. Start off with the barrel here. It's the Striker Recon long barrel, which just adds that bullet velocity and aim idle stability, which means that you're just more likely to hit your shots at those mid to long range gunfights. You then have the FSS Priority Tactical Stock, again for that recoil control mostly. The SAC and ZX grip, again for that gun kick and recoil control. This thing doesn't move, trust me, you can beam with this. The Phantom 5 hand stop underbarrel for, again, yep, you guessed it, recoil control, but you get the added bonus of ADS speed there. And then finally, you have the Zen 35 compensated flash hider for all its glory, the recoil control. You do lose a bit of ADS time here, but the benefit this gives you outweighs any sort of ADS speed you get from this. ADS speed negative you get from this, but it's an absolute beamer. This is a fun gun to use if you're sick of the rival but you don't use the MCW. Give it a go, it's a lot of fun. Finally, this is the class that the pros have been using. Personally, I don't run this. I find it a little bit too unreliable at those longer ranges. If I'm trying to beam off someone off the heady, I'm not as skilled as the pros, and as a result I need to have the RB precision stock instead of the claw grip. So if you're not tried this class either, always give it a go, because again, the pros using it for a reason. It's one of the best class setups you can use in the game. Personally, not for me, but it might be for you. If you haven't used this already and you're still struggling with any sort of class setup you found on YouTube, give this a go. You've probably already seen it already because all the pros use it. But yeah, let me know how you get on. So that's going to do it with my class setup for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's anything else you'd like to add to this, or there's any suggestions to everyone else in the community, feel free to drop it down in the comments below. But give them a go. Let me know how you get on, and I will catch you in the next one. Ciao for now.